All right. Can everybody hear me? Peanut. Hopefully he's watching. Okay, what we're gonna do is and it's stuck at 10 minutes. I'm gonna run live for the hell of it anyway. So let's do this. Let us run the stream. Which one are we gonna use? We're gonna use the NASA one. We'll use this one right here. 1 second. We'll put this window in window. Share screen. We'll do this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. We'll turn up the volume a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. That's going to be O-CT-004. Thank you.
1 sec. A lot of comments, and we're holding at 10 minutes. I don't know. You guys, anyone think this baby's gonna go? DJ's on his way. He was still working down in Los Angeles, and he does not know if he's gonna make it yet. Peanut's gonna try to get in here, hopefully.
Yeah, us taking a look at the data right
The
here.
recommend go. They recommend go. They're thinking of doing it because the window is going to close here.
RTS
if
does
they're not
report
too
that they
careful.
also lost lock for about 5 seconds. So I would love to ask KUS and see if they also lost lock with the vehicle for any extended amount of period.
And there are, just so you guys know, in NASA's chat, I've never seen it this high ever. NASA's chat has over 1.1 million people in it.
1/10 hertz measurements, correct?
So yeah, we should take bets on what's going to happen. As you know, DJ and I covered everything last night, where we talked about all the possible options, where it's going to launch and they're not going to get good camera footage, or they're going to. I'm going to turn this down. Give me 1 second.
Effectively up to 30 seconds, up to 3 samples based on the 1/10 hertz.
All right.
An LCC violation, I believe.
We talked about potential sabatage or blowing up on the pad. Either way, and I don't mind saying that because, hey, you know what? It's not real. And there have been a lot of NASA accidents over the years, and I'm old enough to have seen a lot of them. This reminds me of Dave sharing live reaction. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be reading the chat a lot more because I'm definitely not going to be focusing on NASA. I've seen, the thing is, on NASA's running 2 different channels, and one of them shows a counter that just keeps bumping up. And so, but this counter here, it's stuck at 10 minutes, but the other one keeps bumping up to pushing an hour. So I still don't know if it's going to launch.
Let's go.
So, what are we doing here? Is the 10-minute counter? We just have to wait until that thing starts moving, but until then, we don't know. So they just have us basically a captive audience.
So with all of that, OSC, then are we in a go configuration per your LCC?
Yes, sir. Recommendation would be go.
Right. LP, you concur with that?
Yes, sir. LP concurs go.
And launch director?
Yes, sir. Launch director concurs go.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and just verify everybody has everything else complete. Launch director.
So,
and if we do,
we may do this.
Poll at that time, unless there's something else that you're aware of.
No, sir. Let's verify all our work is complete, and I would like one last check of our constraints list.
All right, let's see. OTC, are you still waiting for ComConfig, or are you?
That is a perm, sir.
Okay, is that your only open item?
Yeah, OTC.
Let's see if I can get rid of the chat room.
Step 290 is complete.
Copy.
There we go.
Okay, so OTC, you're complete with all of your work?
That's affirmed.
All right, copy that.
We don't have to watch all the million people in chat.
And GTC?
GTC is complete.
Okay, excellent. All right, and LPE, just want to verify we have no open constraints at this time.
No open constraints.
And they should be nervous.
Okay.
Even if it was real, they should be really, really nervous. They've never even, this has not even been something on anybody's radar for the last 54 years.
All right, sir. I am go for the poll.
Just start the freaking counter.
And for all personnel, this is the NTD conducting the Artemis 2 launch readiness check. Verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC.
GTC is go.
STC.
STC is go.
GTC.
C's go.
MCO.
KOs go.
Safety Console,
Safety consoles go.
LPE,
LPs go.
RTD,
RTDs go.
Houston Flight,
Houston flight is go.
Rock,
Rock is go.
and CDR.
Crews go.
Copy that. Thank you, Reed. And Launch Director NTD, our launch team is ready to proceed at this time.
All right, NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my poll. Attention on the net. This is the launch director performing the final poll for launch.
Oh,
Verify no constraints.
drama.
Go for launch. EGS, Program Chief Engineer.
Artemis Chief Engineers are go.
Copy, thank you. EGS, Chief Safety Officer.
The Artemis CSOs are go.
I'm going to kill my camera for a
Thank
sec while you guys
Range
watch this.
weather.
Launch weather is go.
Thank you, LWO. And Artemis MMT Chair.
MMTs go.
Thank you, John. And Integrity Launch Director.
Good Airways, Charlie, PLT.
Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families.
MS1.
This is Christina. We are going for our teammates.
MS2. This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity. All right, Charlie, your Artemis 2 crew is go for launch. Full send.
I copy that. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. On this historic mission, you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go.
All right, who's going to push the button? Get that 10-minute counter working.
Director.
Go ahead, Launch Director.
Yes, sir. You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Copy that. I'll put it in work. CDR NTD.
Go.
Your risers and initiate short purge per your EPROC 10.1.1, steps 8 and 9.
10.1.1, 8, and 9 going to work.
Copy. CVSE NTD. Start and verify recordings of our Orion cameras.
Copy.
Okay. Well, there you heard it.
RSR NTD.
RSR.
They're getting ready to
From
start
booster
terminal
ignition,
count.
SNA arm rotation enable at this time, please.
It's currently at T-minus 10 minutes. Once we wrap up this last bit of work,
SNA arm rotation enable complete.
we're going to start that clock.
Copy that. Thank you.
Integrity crew, close and lock visors.
What's up, man? $128 camera.
You heard an
Great,
issue.
yeah.
Worked in real time with
Peanuts.
telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory. It was very short.
This is going to
They
be
checked
fun.
the data, confirmed that they had a good lock. This was with the S-band transmitter on the Orion. Worked through that issue, looked at the data, and cleared it. All with the world watching.
I like the flat horizon behind it, by the way.
By the launch team. So we have a 2-hour window, which starts in just a few minutes at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until 8:24 p.m. Eastern Time.
And ECL NTD will be waiting for your verification on the short purge.
ECL copies.
And for all personnel, once we get that short purge verification, we'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
I have never seen a 10-minute counter take so long to get to. Yes, this is live. Beyond Diced.
ECL time estimate.
About a minute.
Copy.
Oh, how can I not do it live? Actually, it was DJ's idea.
So we're going into the launch window, but not by much, it looks like.
That's weird. Why don't I see Dave on the screen?
Just wrapping up some final work.
Hang on. I don't see you on the stream. I see you in my window, but I don't see you in the screen. What's that?
For the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start.
Dave, is your microphone on? Toggle your microphone. That is weird. I see you in StreamYard.
Software.
I do not see you on the freaking live
control
stream.
System in the firing room acts like a conductor of an orchestra.
What happened?
Executing hundreds of commands in precise.
I mean, you see me, right? You see me in StreamYard? Yeah. Toggle your microphone.
It's all autonomous.
Entity CCL 212, short purge
What
initiation.
the hell?
All right, copy that, and we're verifying.
Some
our
people
constraints.
see you, which is weird. Somebody said, "Oh, Dave's in here. It's great," but
Now
I
you
don't
hear me.
Now I can hear you.
It's human error. It's always human error.
Well, the thing was, I still don't see you. Like when I go to my reaction page,
All right, and we're clear from.
I don't
cutouts.
see you on the.
And with that, we're going to resume the clock momentarily.
Here, let me see
So,
what happens.
so let's talk about this.
You can resume the
Those
clock.
towers,
Yeah.
I saw somebody did a thing where there's a technology where they can have 3 towers that can project a real life looking hologram.
Sure.
Minus 10 minutes and counting.
Either way, there are so many eyes on this.
Look,
as
she's
you know.
awake.
I'm awake.
Hey.
Hi, Mark.
How are you?
I'm good. I can't wait to be awake with you for a little while.
Oh, that's awfully nice.
All right, beat it. Clean the dishes. Hey, you know the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman?
Yeah. What?
One's a superhero, the other one's a command.
Nice. Okay, so the counter, by the way, that's funny. The Iron Woman. Hey, can in chat, just so can some of you see Dave?
Everybody.
By the way, can some of you see Dave? Because when I look at my stream, I don't see him in there. But maybe that's just my stream. As long as I see you in StreamYard, you guys nod. Oh, there's DJ. Just so I know here, people, yeah, you guys can see him. Okay, I'm gonna kill my live stream, that part anyway. Okay, as long as you guys are here, everybody can see you just fine. And yep, thank you, Peanut. And there's a DJ from a car. Okay, so we are 10 minutes out, and let me minimize. No, I'm not going to minimize chat. I can see the counter behind it. It's 8 minutes. 8 minutes and counting. Oh, I was going to tell you, Dave. There are going to be so many eyeballs on this. The chances of them pulling out of this. I mean, you saw how many people watched the Katy Perry launch, right? And that thing was just dissected and instantly. This has so many people looking at it.
Look, there's always going to be animals. So they have a bird. They have a fake bird flying through the scene right now.
Oh, yeah, that's
on the rocket.
Wait, was that a bird or a helicopter?
It's a bird.
We are counting down.
Another, and here comes another one.
What are big birds doing in there?
Well, they got to put them in big enough because
otherwise you won't see them.
It's always the same thing. They have some birds that get scared when the rocket goes off. Those 3 towers
moving away.
You know, we're seeing a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah. All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Looking fabulous.
What's up,
DJ.
Dave? You know, I'm working. Some of us actually have real day jobs, you know.
I have the over under on edits from ignition to clearing the tower at 6.
Okay.
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 So you have to bet whether there's going to be more or less than 6 edits.
All right.
Great shot there.
7 minutes.
Ooh, okay. Look,
DJ, your sound quality is awful.
Yeah, your audio's cutting out.
Off the top of the rocket in case of
Where are you, in the valley?
Whether it's on the ground or in
all right, well, I'm back to work anyway.
Okay, goodbye. Nice to
see you. DJ, just mute your mic. Just listen. There you go.
Yes.
Your audio. I mean, you can put your face on there. That's fine. Just don't do your audio.
You look good. You just don't sound good.
There you go. Okay, so we are 6 minutes and counting.
6 minutes.
What a time to be alive.
I got a question. This was delayed twice because of helium leaks.
Right.
If they can't control leaks in air with air pressure, how do they not have leaks in friggin' the vacuum of space?
I don't know. Hey, I mean, again, well, I don't know how much we're gonna, watch this, because once it goes into straight out of visual range, I'm gonna start thinking about the Trump speech. Although I'm not gonna do a reaction to that.
So you see how high that horizon is? Now, if they give us a down low shot, that horizon will be down low again. But notice how hazy the sky is. There's literally going to be an atmospheric deck of opaqueness, maybe 30 miles out. So no one's going to see anything after 30 miles.
Because that hydrogen is
it's over.
naturally boiling.
Gonna go right to cartoon.
Yep. Again, reiterate some of the points. Dave knows them very well from last night, which is, okay, you're doing this. What sort of shielding are you using to get through the Van Allen radiation belts? You don't have any lead or gold or a whole bunch of water protecting that capsule. You're going to and from the moon, and you're going to be slowing down on the way back. Your best speed is not even 20,000 miles an hour. So why aren't you guys going to be, irradiated like glow sticks? Well, why isn't that happening? Or the ridiculousness of putting 4 people in that basically as an SUV for 10 days straight without them killing each other. How much oxygen you taking? How much nitrogen are you taking?
Wait, they're going to be up there for 10 days?
Yeah. 5 days each way. That's standard moon mission stuff, by the way. 5 days each way.
And wait, where do they poop?
Oh, they got this little bathroom thing, this little like a closet. You have to kind of squeeze in there.
Do you see how tight it is in there?
I know. Oh, trust me, I know. I didn't realize, by the way, that the big guy, the really tall guy, when I started, he's only 6'2". He's my height. Everybody else is 5'10", 5'9", and 5'4".
Are there windows on this thing so they could take pictures?
I don't know. We won't know until they get out there. But supposedly there's a bunch of external cameras. I'm hoping.
What if it blows up and they blame it on the Iranians?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that last night. That wasn't even one of my top 5 options, and that's not outside of the realm, and you know it. You know it because that's exactly what we would do. It wouldn't matter if it was a mechanical failure. We would blame the Iranians if this thing.
Mark, what was the date of the year? The date, and what was the date that the first photo of the Earth was given to the American people by NASA?
Coming up in about 20 seconds.
The first blue marble shot was Apollo 17, and it was 1972.
But what was the date? What was the day of the month? April 1st.
Was it April 1st when they came back?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, you knew the answer to that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had no idea. But that makes sense, right? And yeah, so the blue marble shot was taken on April Fool's Day.
Moving through the milestones.
That is not lost on me
All is looking good.
at all. All right, 3 minutes.
Coming up in just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector.
With any luck, whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
Is the mainstream news talking about this at all?
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned it to a couple of random normie friends I had. They're like, "What? We're going to the moon?" No one had any idea.
But they didn't cover it till today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. This morning, I had mainstream news on all morning, and they were kicking into it because why not, right? It's either that or the Trump speech. And the Trump speech is going to be a big deal. I'm thinking the Trump speech, he's going to use this as a kickoff point no matter what. He'll say, "Oh, congratulations."
Look at those. Look at the.
I know.
Look at the thing that's moving there.
I know.
It's like a cushion.
Now we're going to start moving.
I know.
It's like baggy pants.
I know.
The upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket.
It could be completely flame retardant. It could be.
And look at that big PVC pipe on the bottom on that thing. Like that's aerodynamic. Or think of the SR-71 Blackbird. It is slick as a razor blade.
Yeah.
This thing has got PVC pipes, square angles, and it's going 10 times as fast.
Yep.
Mark, how do people still believe this?
Because they want to believe it. I've seen it in their eyes. The space fanboys, they have been holding out for so long, and they just dismiss the fact it's like 54 years. 54 years. Nothing's happened in this arena. And they just wave it off. It's like, well, it's too expensive. Well, it's this. And it's like 2026. Now we're doing this? Why? You know why. It's America 250. We're going for it. We're trying to establish total American dominance. And this is one of our things. And Trump will be talking about it tonight. By the way, if you guys didn't already know, Trump is giving this speech to the nation. It's going to be broadcast on everything. Can't wait to see what he starts talking about.
What time is that?
In 2.5 hours. It'd be 9 o'clock your time. The Trump speech. Did I just hear her?
Now, shortly after liftoff,
I'm not staying up for that.
What pajamas you wearing tonight, Paige?
You know, I was going through the cartoon list of pajamas. My God, that thing's huge now. It's monstrous.
All right, here we go. Turn up the volume. Trump volume.
NASA has ever launched.
Dun, dun, dun. What do you want?
Let's hear it. Let's hear their.
Oh, you want all the audio?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff.
1,
the crew of
2,
Artemis 2 now
3,
bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
4, 5, 6.
Roger, roll pitch.
7.
Houston now controlling the flight of
What's your over under?
Whatever. I said 6.
Oh.
What was that glitch? 8. Look how low it is now. Wait, the height is wrong.
On time, passing 30 seconds into the flights. Integrity passes the ultimate eco. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance on board main engines. Space launch system.
They're gonna have to cut to the crowd eventually inside the lobby.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
9. 10.
You know what we also didn't
11.
get with this? Yeah, what's that shot? The
12.
You know what we also didn't get, which we got with where were all the drones?
Mission elapsed time.
Where were the drone shots?
Stephen Harvey was reporting they had like serious like helicopters and stuff, making sure nobody was hiding in the restricted area.
Have you the same?
No, but I mean, where was NASA's drones? I thought they would have positioned a whole bunch of little camera drones around there.
Why is there a smoke trail on this one and other ones there is no smoke trail?
Is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
All right, the number of edits that we've had already.
Oh yeah, during the review of this. Of course, this is just the beginning because once they get to a certain point, they're going to have to cut to the interior camera feeds.
Now, look how fast the rocket's moving compared to the smoke in the air. That thing's going like 30 miles an hour, maybe.
85%. Have a solid rocket booster separation expected at the 2-minute 9 seconds.
It's already going across.
We see throttle down.
I'll throttle down because it's in space already. It's right there.
Confirmed separation. Main engines throttling up. Guidance converged.
Yeah, the side rockets have dropped. By the way, where's our side rocket footage? You remember that from back in the day?
And now
Holy
look,
smokes,
the
there we go.
side rockets don't turn off. How come they're not like spinning out of control? You know what? It's going to go out. It's going to crash in the Bermuda Triangle. And if anyone says, "Oh, I crashed," I just go, "Oh no, that was the side rockets."
Sure.
That was the first stage. Whatever.
Mission elapsed time into
They
the
could probably.
Why do the side rockets look higher?
Upper stage confirmed in a ready state ahead of service module fairing separation.
Don't know.
We're watching a cartoon at this point, I think.
Well, at this point, it's like, why are they lingering on that shot? They had the shot was the one that was 20 seconds ago. That shot.
Now passing 5,000 miles.
That's the shot they should stay on, right?
Wait a minute. That's where they are now?
Yep. That's the shot.
Break out of here.
Oh, we are going to have so much fun with this tomorrow.
Oh, my Lord.
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Why are they keep going back to this shot?
How can we see that shot and they can see the Earth from that high?
Right. Well, because it's a fisheye lens shot. That's why.
Well, no, that they want us to believe that that's the curve of the Earth.
Yes, of course.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear.
Don't know what we're looking at
all
here.
of these people here, if these are just real people, if this is a real shot, yeah, they saw a rocket shoot up.
Yeah.
10, 20 miles away, and then they didn't see anything else.
Glover, Cook,
Yeah.
and Hansen crossed the boundary to space with good comm checks.
Let me look at the telemetry
GPS
on this.
signals
What are we looking
acquired
at?
after last jettison, now working on internal checks to verify accuracy.
Pulled it off the screen.
Flight dynamics officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds. Time of MECO.
Wait, they hit MECO already? That's main engine cutoff, if you didn't know.
I didn't know.
That's called MECO.
I do not have all my acronyms down.
It's the only one I have.
All right. So
what is that we're seeing?
Supposedly that's it. But that's it at the same time. So they keep toggling back and forth between this and that.
GPS processing.
Boy, you can't fake that, Mark.
Nope.
Stan, we see the same, and we have a beautiful moon rise.
You know the disappointing. There's a couple disappointing stuff I can already tell you in advance because they have to.
What is that? What is that?
I'm not sure.
Approaching 5 minutes into
Is
the
that
flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination.
Where's
who's filming that?
No, what camera is shooting this?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Integrity 3 engine press.
Anybody? What the hell is that?
Don't know.
On time now, passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission
What
elapsed
is that-
time into
what
the
is that-
Artemis 2
that-
mission.
that
At this point, 3
thing around
good
the
main
side?
engines are all that's
You
needed
seen
to
that?
carry integrity to a nominal main engine
Don't
cutoff
know.
target. So at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
You're in a 30 miles downrange and they can still see it.
Right.
Don't they mean 23 miles downrange? It's only going like 30 miles an hour.
Integrity looking good at 6 minutes.
Maybe 60.
What am I looking at here?
Same on board.
Why are
Who's
they using
filming that?
Why are they using this shot?
But what is that supposed to be?
And now here you go. This is what you wanted right here. Now we cut to the animation.
I think we were at a
7-minute mark.
NASA admits they use animation for the shots that they can't film just so they can.
It's like, okay, this is an artist's depiction of what's happening.
I want an explanation of who was filming that right there.
I don't know.
Like that's the rocket going away from us, right?
Right. I've never seen an angle like that ever. So where did it come from?
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight.
They keep showing us this.
I know. It's probably, you gotta remember in the producer's truck, this is probably the most interesting. Now they do have problems because they have to choose between this, that other weird thing, and the shot on the ground where you're looking at a white dot.
Why are they having such glitches with the communication from this altitude, but we can talk to Nixon on the moon?
You know what? By the way, let's talk about this a little bit more. You know what else we didn't see during this whole thing?
Integrity AOA.
You know what else we didn't see? We didn't see any of the crew shots during launch.
Oh, that's right.
No.
What about the little gravity thing? That little gravity
exactly
they have.
Yep. We didn't see any interior shots of the crew. And you know what else didn't show the interior shots? The Katy Perry launch. Katy Perry launch never showed anything going up, right? Where it's like they're holding on for dear life. There's your hero moment right there. You got 4 of your best and brightest holding on to their strap while this thing's going up, and you're not going to show a second of that? Not even a second? Oh, come on, guys. You're slipping. And you still haven't shown the astronauts. No audio from the astronauts either.
That's interesting.
Why wouldn't you show it? That's what you want. That's the whole point of this, the human touch. Oh, look at this. Look at this shot. Okay, so now we've got complete separation.
Nico, core stage separated.
Go back to the other shot, guys. That's your money shot right there.
We see the same on board, Stan.
So now the rocket's done. Now we are in capsule mode only.
8 minutes, 40 seconds into the flight.
Yes, absolutely. Whoever said that in chat should have split screen with the crew. Absolutely. Should have had the crew from second one when that thing started taking off, showing the crew. And I know you'd be like, well, you don't want to show something embarrassing like they throw up. And it's like, well, at least it'd be real. It'd be ratings.
9 minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy.
And now we go to the animation in the capsule.
At the beginning of
oh, come on, guys. You've got no cameras from the capsule shooting back at Earth? Still?
Integrity Houston looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
You can talk to the crew? You guys get any audio from the crew?
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
Seriously, NASA, you cannot keep showing this image. You got to come up with something better.
The perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition.
We're only 10 minutes into launch. We still haven't seen an astronaut.
50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
Yeah, I agree, Hunk. Whatever your name is. Yeah, Jack Frost is CGI because it has to be. Oh, I disagree. Nobody talks about flat Earth. People talk about it all the time. I've got 4. By the way, funny, Dave. I've got. When you did your classroom thing, did you do 3 or 4?
4.
Yeah, I have 4 tomorrow.
So what's 18 to 21-year-olds are hopeless. Make them prove the globe.
Oh, yours was a university?
It was high school seniors.
Oh yeah, I've got high school tomorrow.
Hey, they did have an inside shot of Katy Perry.
Integrity, good. Neds deploy.
Inside shot when they got to the zenith.
Well, no, they had it during the takeoff. And
did they? I never saw it live.
I'll show you right now. Look, this shot right here.
Yeah. That's funny. I see what you did there.
Literally, no, I didn't do that. That is a screenshot out of like a major publication. They had both of those next to each other.
Oh my God, that's a great shot.
Yeah,
because
halfway open.
So that's brilliant. So 11 minutes, and what do we got here? We're just going to stay on this. We're not showing any cameras pointing back at Earth, which, by the way, has never happened in the history of space travel.
Already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system.
And when do they get to the moon?
Is confirmed.
5 days. 5 days.
We also have the visors are confirmed.
So
I want to see them throwing up on takeoff, and I want to see them pooping tomorrow.
They're launching entry suits.
Oh yeah, so I've got these 4 classes tomorrow. First one's like 6 in the morning, and then another one at 8, and then at 10, and then a little bit after lunch. But I'm going to be the one setting it up. I'm just going to do it in StreamYard, and I'm just going to keep sending them the same links.
To egress or get out of the suits to begin some.
Are you going to be live?
Initial.
No, I'm just going to record it. You can do it in StreamYard and not do live. You can just record it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to record it and do that and decide. Your audio isn't great. I tested it today.
Maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes.
But yeah, but the difference is that this particular teacher makes them. It's part of the syllabus. Makes them watch Behind the Curve before they talk to me.
Behind the Curve.
Yeah. It's on syllabuses. I think I told you that, right?
I know.
It's on syllabuses. I can't tell you how many students I have talked to. It's like, oh, dude,
Flat Earth clues.
Well, yeah, but apparently, from what this teacher tells me, when it's Netflix endorsed, they will immediately they're more drawn to it. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's Netflix, therefore it's sort of entertaining, therefore I should watch it. They have a hard time getting focused to the kids. So what do we? So I don't know how much longer I want to stay on this, but
turn the volume down.
The what? Yeah, let me turn the volume down. There we go.
I mean, have it up a little bit. Like, did they tell us how the astronauts are doing? Have they heard from the astronauts?
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's not me. I didn't turn the volume off. They're just not saying anything. They got nothing right now. The producer's truck is going ballistic because like, so what do we do?
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the
Nobody's
crew of the
talking. Yeah,
Artemis
like
2
this shot
mission.
right here. What
They
do
are
we?
beginning their
That's what the
journey
curvature of
around
the Earth
moon
with
to
the sunset
verify
behind it,
systems that will
with
take
no
us to
stars.
its surface.
Again,
An
a blue screen.
incredible
That's
ascent.
brilliant.
Artemis 2 is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover.
If I was a
Tim
producer
Cook,
in the
and Jeremy
truck, I would
Hansen
just be
begin their
throwing
journey
things.
to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get integrity. It's a high Earth
Yes,
orbit around the
yes,
Earth.
chat. By the way,
Before engines
I
are
am
fired
glancing at the chat
to
every
get us
once in a
around
while,
the moon.
which is
Keep tabs
wait,
on
what was
Integrity
that
and
thing?
its crew
How
on
are they
your
getting
Mission
through the
Control
Van
Houston.
Allen radiation belt?
But for now, we're going to send it back to you.
Oh,
Megan
Nerdrotic
and
for
Nicole at the Kennedy
refuses to
Space
talk about
Center.
FE. I
They
think
tell
I can
us,
change that.
hear
We'll
how
see
the
if
launch
my
experience
big thing
was
comes through this
over on the
year. I'm
Space
hoping.
Coast.
Yeah, Gary, if people are just
what was your
joining
question,
us,
Dave?
welcome back to the Space Coast where we just saw Artemis 2 lift off.
So it's gotten so
14
bad.
minutes
We're
ago.
now
Wow,
going
what an
back on the ground.
amazing
What are you going
launch,
to talk
what
to
an
some of the people on the
emotional
ground?
1-2 as soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole. You had tears in your eyes. I had tears in my eyes.
You were
and we
both
had
crying.
all these people
Fantastic.
around us
Wonderful.
cheering.
Has anyone talked to the astronauts in 11 minutes? You can't tell me they're out of communication range.
We've got 4
In 11 minutes, they've got
Wait, hold on.
5.
Yeah, how does that
What?
make you feel as someone who,
You want me to
is
turn
an
this up?
astronaut as well, but also, as you
I
said,
hear it.
Yeah, so proud of them. Man, we don't have the words in the English language to
Are they
describe the
okay?
kind of an event and pride.
We have no
that
idea.
have.
Did anybody
Nobody
crap their
appreciates.
suits?
Nobody's
They are
talking to them.
truly breaking some barriers, and hopefully, as Gary just said, they've got a long day ahead of them. So wishing them well on everything.
Maybe
so
maybe
far.
because they have a long day ahead of them, they're taking a nap right now.
Long day? They got a long week and a half.
Any other humans before them, maybe they
Long
see
day.
parts of the moon that we've never seen before. I mean, what a great start.
By the way, I love that they keep talking. They keep using like moments like, "Oh, this has never been done," and this is the first time they're doing this and that. I'm going, where are you even? What world are you living in? Because they supposedly did this multiple times, all the way up to Apollo 17. This is Artemis 2.
Also, some of those crowd shots where we saw young and old, just emotional, overcome by this history-making moment.
And by the way, they also didn't show the crowd jumping up and down in the lobby this time around, which they love doing for SpaceX. Watch Elon comment on this tomorrow.
Over the crest of the Earth, and you could see the sun peeking over. One of my favorite views from space.
I am.
See that you see the crest of the Earth. They always have to talk about the curve.
Yep.
Yeah.
To force it in there.
And the other thing that I mentioned yesterday was because they did this during when they were during their little press conference at the Air Force Base, how they had a contest with all these grade schools in the country to see which one was going to get the mascot for their fluffy little stuffed toy thing they were going to bring up with them. That's like, yep, you hook them early. NASA always goes after the grade schools because when you tell them it's like, oh, NASA's your friend, thumbs up, then they get invested. But okay, so look, I just want to make a couple observations here. We're 16 minutes in. I'm not going to run this stream that much longer, guys. 16 minutes in, and the footage from the actual capsule is so bad, we're back down on the ground. We're talking to these two chuckleheads who've been running live for the last 6 hours. What the hell, NASA? That's what you're going to do? You're just going to play it off like anything else?
Did they show the astronauts getting in or anything like that?
What's this shot? Why you keep showing this? That's not the capsule. That is just a computer animation depicting the capsule. This shot is worthless. Wait a minute. Is that no blue screen? Are we talking to astronauts?
We copy Houston. Thank you.
I think they were actually talking to one of them, but no cameras on the inside.
Cross-eye referring to flight controllers here initiating a connection between some of the batteries aboard the Orion spacecraft.
Better get on those batteries.
For an even distribution of power. This is the flight control teams that took us through Ascent of the Artemis 2 mission today. Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes of mission elapsed time. The Orion spacecraft integrity and the interim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail to sun. It is in this orientation, this attitude.
Integrity, any words on that momentary prop caution?
So no interior shots, no exterior shots of any consequence. This thing should be bristling with cameras. Bristling. We've got still to this day, it's never happened. It's never going to happen of a capsule that goes from out of Earth orbit and pointing back at the Earth, showing the Earth turn into a globe. Never happened. Never going to happen. Trolls. This, what this, we're going to do this for 5 days. We're just going to keep showing this damn thing, which by the way, is not an image. It's not like you got a camera flying along with it. This is straight up old school CGI.
Ahead of that. The solar wing deploy is a critical milestone. We'll continue.
Yes, no video of the crew at all.
Follow the
by the way,
until that deployment.
At all. No one's going to give a thumbs up from the crew.
The beginning, the deployment of the solar arrays and successful confirmation that those solar array wings are drawing power.
Yeah, no communication equals no transparency. Thank you.
To the flight control teams
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I want my 68 million back today.
There you go. And yes, that does look like a cigarette lighter.
Until then, the AOA open option that was called up upon Ascent, the aboard once around.
Yep. This cannot be faked in any way, shape, or form. This is absolutely legit. Everybody knows it. Hey, by the way, did you see the...
turn your head sideways and look at that. It looks like a light socket, like where a bulb on the left, you screw a bulb in. It looks like the holder for a 60-watt light bulb.
Yeah.
Handover
for does.
your pad.
It absolutely does.
They haven't even talked to the astronauts yet. They haven't heard a word from them.
Well, no, I think I heard one of them say something. One astronaut actually said something.
Roger. TDRS handover east to west expected 1 second earlier at 5:1 minutes 26 seconds.
It's muffled. How come we can't hear clearly? How come I can call Fiji and it sounds better than that? They go through the Van Allen belt?
Yeah, Mark, when do they go through the Van Allen belt?
Good point, because you would think reception might get a little spotty while they're going through this.
Well, I did hear some staticky talk. Maybe that's what's going on.
Thanks for the report.
Read back of the reports that you just heard on the Orion to Earth network.
The Orion to Earth network?
The RL-10 nozzle on the end of the ICPS is pointed towards the sun, and the solar array deployment sequence has begun. With the deployment confirmed, it'll be several minutes until they are what is called in a latched position. Once they are latched and confirmed to be drawing power, they can switch the mode to ATO and continue along the mission. The teacher's handover at the pad, that message meant the crew was provided some preliminary numbers of when to expect handovers between the tracking and data relay satellites.
So
currently orbiting Earth at an altitude of 545 statute miles above the Earth. They are in a near-Earth network communication system. The tracking and data relay satellites, geosynchronous satellites that are stationed about 23,000 miles above the Earth. After the apogee rays burn that occurs later today, the burn itself will put them in an altitude that surpasses the range of the tracking and data relay satellites.
Good point, by the way. What somebody said in there is that you do not see on the screen with this image CGI image, if I'm not mistaken.
Two temperature measurements right near the line. It's a momentary
Yeah,
message you
it
saw
doesn't
earlier.
say
We're going
that.
to suppress those.
Do they really need to even say that?
It does not say that on the screen.
No, anyone think it's not?
They're going suppressed.
Well, for some people, I guarantee some people think it's real. It's like somebody should say, it should say somewhere, there should be a disclaimer on the screen that says, hey, artist, CGI interpretation, love the blue screen, CGI interpretation of the capsule, not a real image. Oh, you guys are doing yourself no favors. No favors at all. And of course, because you're branding your NASA watermarks in the corner, so we know it's from you.
This is Mission Control Houston, passing 23 minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. This is after
Still
a
no
launch that began
crew,
at 5:35 and 12 seconds.
no
Central
exterior
Time, 6:35
shots,
and 12 seconds.
nothing. That's
PM
all we have. This
Eastern
is the
Time.
best they can show us right now. Think of
But
that.
Mark, so many people would have
Right
to be
now,
lying.
the
Why would they
orientation you're
lie?
seeing from our arrow visualization that translates some of the telemetry that we're getting
I've been
from the
honestly, I've
spacecraft
been
and puts
waiting
it
for this
into
for a
model,
long time,
so you can
and
follow
I'm
along
glad that they
on
didn't
some of the
disappoint so
milestones that
far.
we are
Which is this is
following here.
standard playbook. They did not change up the playbook for this.
The
This is what
RL10
they have
nodule that you
done
see at
for
the
everything.
left
I
end
think
of
it's
your
worse.
screen,
Yeah.
though it is
Yeah,
currently
because
not
in the other
firing, that
stuff, at
nozzle is
least they had a
pointed,
destination. You could
towards the
cut to the
sun,
space
and
station,
the
right? You
solar
could say, "Oh,
arrays
we're
are
close to
currently
docking.
deploying.
Space station's ready
From this
for you." You'd
visualization,
go
they
back
look
and forth,
fully
back and forth.
stowed in a
This,
position.
you're just throwing a baseball into the darkness, and you got nothing to fall back on.
Copy O2 sensors.
How many Globers will be tomorrow? Like, look, man, we're on our way to the moon.
No, they won't. No, they won't. And the reason I know this is
solar
because you
arrays.
remember Artemis 1. I have
And we'll
yet to
follow
see a
the,
troll
attitude
send me an
maneuver
Artemis 1 clip
changes
saying,
ahead of
"See,
the
this
first,
proves it. There is
burn
nothing that
of
we
the
have watched in the
ICPS
last
engine,
30
the
minutes
perigee-raise maneuver.
that has screamed anything." Otherwise, you and I would be talking to each other about it.
They're making this image slowly change with shadows and stuff. So maybe they want people to think it's real.
No.
Look, they're changing it. Look at that peak at the top of it.
Well, they're saying supposedly they're going to be deploying the solar arrays.
Oh, maybe that's it.
That's what that's going to be. But again, it's going to be showing the solar arrays on here. You've got no scale. By the way, where's the scale? Show us the telemetry from, if supposedly it's 600 miles up, show us the telemetry with the Earth below it. What producer is doing this?
Absolutely precise.
You're losing the audience.
MET 25, 14, 15, 16, precisely aligned with ICPS MET.
Copy. Thank you for that. We'll investigate a ground issue.
This is why
And Houston integrity, ATO preferred set.
Artemis 3 cannot be faked with a moon landing, with actually landing on the moon. For those of you who don't remember, by the way, I know I'm really upset about this. What was I going to say?
This is Mission Control Houston, 25 minutes.
Artemis
45
3.
seconds
Artemis
into the flight
3
of
was,
Artemis 2.
supposed to do a moon landing, right? They won't be able to
confirmation
fake it
that all four solar
because
array
you
wings are
can't.
deployed and
If
latched.
this is the best you can do with Artemis
This
2,
is
that's
the
supposedly going to be
configuration needed
slingshotting
to
around the
switch to
moon,
ATO preferred,
then what are you going
here
to do with Artemis
confirmed from
3?
pilot Victor
How are you going to
Glover,
pull that
that
off?
mode has
This was
been
a stall.
switched.
Artemis 2 was just a stall. DJ still thinks it's going to turn
There's
into an
also a
Apollo
discussion
13
with
scenario
Captain
where they have
Stanlove
technical
and
issues and they may
Commander
not get
Wiseman
home. They're
about
going
the
to ramp up
alignment
the
of
suspense.
MET clocks
Well,
And
are they using the same
the
flight pattern
ICPS.
that Apollo
Commander
used?
Wiseman confirmed the
Let
clocks
me
are in
let me
sync,
show.
no issues.
Let me
They're
show.
being investigated on the
Here,
Oh yeah, that yeah.
proceeding with today's mission.
The flight plan from
26
the first
minutes of
Apollo.
mission
I
elapsed
don't
on
know. It's
counting.
weird. I see this. I see that flight plan. Here, let me blow that up a little bit. I see that flight plan. It reminds me of something. I don't know what though.
Yeah, it's the Apollo flight plan. So
Yeah, the actual Apollo flight plan. I don't think we didn't even make that image. I think that's actually Apollo.
that's from NASA.
I thought it was from Disney.
No, same thing.
All right, what else is chat saying? Yeah, I'm sorry, Chad. I don't know what else to get you. I mean, I'll go a couple more minutes on this, but I don't think we're going to see anything. I think this is it. I think this is all they're going to show us for the next 5 days.
How about like astronauts? How you doing? Oh my effing god, that was crazy!
What a rush!
Body, I'm like shit myself. You know,
Yeah.
excuse me. Like,
It's like I can't believe I gave up drugs. I so want to do drugs. To do
nothing.
it. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
We have
And
no. Again,
Where's did you see the whole thing where they selected the gravity detector
yes.
with this? They have the stuffed animal,
Yes,
whatever
I
it is,
watched it.
and then they
Yeah.
always like, what happened to that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was supposed to be a big selling point. All the
Yeah.
grade school kids were tuned in. They were going to watch this. And Mark Sargent, you're a dick. Why?
This is Mission Control
Why?
Houston.
Why
We're
am I a
approaching
dick? Why?
28 minutes of
Please.
mission elapsed time.
I know there's going to be trolls in the chat room. Why? Because I want
This
more
point,
from
we've
this
had a
production?
successful
No.
liftoff, from
No.
the pad.
There should be a better
At,
production. Apollo had a better
5,
production than this.
5:35
And that was with
PM,
1969
and 12
technology.
seconds PM
Tell me
Central
why
Time,
we don't have. Oh, you know what? No, you know what had
12
better
seconds
PM
Eastern
production value than
Time.
this? The Tesla Roadster in space, and that
It
was a
did.
piece of.
That was better.
That was
Had a
better.
good,
They had
main
3
engine
HD
cutoff,
cameras
stage
that were
separation,
flawless. The
and a good
communication was
trajectory to begin
perfect.
today's mission.
Nothing broke on the car. It was ridiculous, of course, and
Right
was
now,
never
the,
going to happen in reality.
spacecraft
But
has,
at least the
maneuvered,
production
tail
was
to
good.
sun.
They had the
We're
shadow
standing
of
by
the
for
earth. The
another
Oh yeah, they had
chance
the
to
earth
maneuver
spinning
into,
around. You know, they had that
the
thing doing
burn attitude.
cartwheels. It was
They had
awesome.
music.
The,
They had great music.
And then they
RL-10
shot it off. They even
ICPS
had a
is pointed
mannequin in there.
correct
And then they shot
orientation
that thing
for
off to
the
Mars.
perigee raise
Wow,
maneuver.
that was awesome. What are these
We did
guys
hear
doing? What
confirmation
is
that the
this?
perigee
You
raise
can't tell me
maneuver
this is
time
what
of
you're going to show
ignition
me for the next
has been
5
confirmed
days.
per the
This is
pad,
why
which means it
SpaceX
was the
needs to take
predicted
over the
time,
space
Oh,
race.
prior
Elon's
to
going to
liftoff.
comment on this tomorrow, and he better be careful.
We're taking channel 1
You think they'll
to
say-
unfiltered and to BFF.
And yet you
looks
call
so
it fake.
because it was fake.
How can I not call it fake? Give up, mate. Oh, thank you. So, okay, so you're from where? Europe or Australia? It's absolutely fake. This is horrible. I mean, we're 30 minutes in, and this is what they got. We have no astronaut clips. We have no external shots.
Rating up to the
We have
crew
no
of
shots of
integrity. They will switch the
anything.
navigation
There were no
source
helicopter
to
shots,
channel
no
1,
drone shots
standing
from
by for
below. It's like,
confirmation that
Somebody
that
just
switch
said
has
India
occurred.
had better CGI.
With, Victor Glover.
well, I question that.
Will receive
India's
confirmation,
stuff was pretty bad. It was
and as
really,
you're at
really,
least
really bad.
watching to
Yeah, but they
confirm,
had the briefcase
switch
rolling
has
out
occurred.
on the roller onto the Mars. The briefcase covered in tinfoil.
Again,
That was
the,
pretty good.
Somebody texted me say arg
raise maneuver
arg.
that we're
Yeah,
heading towards,
it hurts my brain
not too long from now
to watch this
actually,
because this is actually worse
inside
than what
20
I was
minutes
expecting.
at this time
I was expecting a
from
big
the, time of ignition
show
of the perigee
getting up to a
raise
certain
maneuver.
altitude and then they would transition in, but again, no
We did have a
drones even
successful
at a
deployment
distance,
and
even the
launch of
helicopter,
all
no
4
helicopter
solar array
footage.
wings.
No
This is
plane
the
footage. You would have
configuration
thought there would have
needed
been
to
some
commit to
flybys,
the,
somewhere in the
perigee raise
vicinity,
maneuver.
taking shots from a
Of course,
distance.
flight controllers here in Mission Control Houston will continue to evaluate that everything is good.
Well,
before
I will say
committing
this. I will give them, a silver lining
perigee
on their
raise
part is
maneuver
they didn't
does
use
raise
AI.
perigee, the lowest point in the orbit,
So
from
they didn't do
15
that.
to 100 nautical
But
miles.
You never know what they're going to do.
100
You
nautical
know,
mile mark.
I learned today that
to
you
low
really
Earth orbit
don't
and
know
hit the
people.
target for the
Say
perigee
something happened
raise
to me.
burn.
There was a guy. There was a guy down the road, a
remainder of the day
dentist,
and set
and
them
he
up
got
for the right,
busted for being a drug
right
dealer.
position to
I've
execute
been
the
seeing
transmitter
him for
injection
25
and
years,
head to the
and
moon
I never
for
knew he was a dentist.
the burn duration of
That's
the
funny.
perigee raise maneuver.
That's good. Thank you
Is,
very much.
That's good.
36
That's good.
seconds.
And that, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is
Relatively
why
short
Dave
burn,
doesn't
but
do
it does
2
raise
shows
the
a night
perigee
anymore.
and do the
He won't do
job
them.
to get into the
He won't.
correct position before firing that
Yeah.
main engine on the ICPS.
Sorry, who's texting me?
The pad had its
Supposed to
heaters
be
handed
making
over.
fun
This
of
is the
Dave. I'm
tracking
supposed to
of
be
the
making fun
relay
of Dave?
satellites,
Why? I just
east to
asked Dave
west.
last
They
minute
are
to come on.
geosynchronous satellites that are positioned around
You
the
make fun of
globe.
me.
I was thinking of you all day as I was
Orion
scheduling my
makes
4
its
classrooms
way,
tomorrow.
around
It's
the
like,
Earth
damn
right
it.
now.
I was hoping I didn't have to do
above
this,
the
but at
west
least
coast
they've
of
got a
Africa,
reference point. I know behind the curve isn't a great
at an
reference
altitude
point,
of
but
about 923 statute miles.
anyway, by the way,
And
since I've got you really quick, I'm going to talk cryptically because I can't really say, but I've got a potentially a big mainstream
The
thing that's
perigee
going to
raise
happen.
maneuver is not executed at the perigee.
Again?
I've
it is
potentially
rather
had. Let me
executed
turn this
on
down a
the,
little bit because these guys aren't talking about anything.
actually closer to the apogee.
I've got a big mainstream thing that may be happening.
Yeah, I
You
heard.
probably heard the rumors. Oh, did somebody already?
No, I heard the rumors, and that person doesn't know anything.
Good.
I said I can
Good.
get at him.
No, well, maybe, but I don't want to jinx it. You kind of like you don't want to jinx.
I don't want
Well,
to.
no, I don't want to jinx it yet because I'm still going through the vetting process.
I'll give you one. I got something huge happening in May. Somebody's coming from somewhere across the world to film something big about flat Earth. Big name. Everyone knows who it is.
In what's happening in May?
They're flying camera crew and head person coming to my house.
Yeah.
Film something big.
Do you have something big?
They've got something big, and I'm in it.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
great. Well,
really
then yeah, this is our year because I've got something so big. I have to disappear for a month.
That's not going to be good. The conspiracy
I
theories.
know, which is why I've been telling people. I've been letting people know, even on the channel and anyone listening here. I literally had to sign an NDA, and it's like, and I can't even tell people, but it's like, oh no, you will not be talking to anybody for at least a month.
All right.
So if it happens, it's gonna be huge. Well, I'm happy for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. But once I confirm it, I'll kind of let people know a little bit more. But if it happens, it'll be in June. So I will be. So in case anybody says Mark disappeared, no, he didn't disappear.
Solar array wing deployment.
Okay, so
all right,
we're gonna wrap this thing up. I'll let Dave go here in a sec. Just so you guys know, yeah, we're the fact that the counters stopped in the corner. They're not even doing the counter anymore because what's the point? It was what we expected, actually worse than what I expected. The edits were quick, there were glitches, and now we're seeing nothing. Nothing from the astronauts. I'm sure they're trying to figure out how to set that up. No external cameras. To this day, again, there has never been a launch gone out of orbit from Earth that has ever pointed back on the Earth in any sort of time lapse. Don't know why. Flat Earth is dead. Okay. Okay. If it's dead, why are you here? Why are you here? If it's dead, what's the point?
Oh, it's not dead. It's growing so fast. It's crazy.
No,
I'm also flying to a state out near California somewhere for 3 major podcasts.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Yes,
that's fantastic. Yeah. By the way, before I let you go, did you see that Jack Gordon thing on Nathan today?
Yeah, I mean, Jack Gordon's a NASA fanboy. He's looking to make flat Earth bad. Didn't get anything intellectual, but that science guy, the NASA scientist,
he was
couldn't have
worthless.
been any dumber.
Oh, he was worthless. In fact, if anything,
nothing.
I told DJ, I go, if anything, that was a showcase for Nathan. Nathan was just rattling off to where when they ended the whole segment with Nathan's just rattling, firing off 40, 50 digits of pi to cut to the end the video. I was like, oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, the science
People
guy.
underrate him juggling those heavy metal balls while listing flat Earth proofs in alphabetical order. And if you ask him to do it in reverse alphabetical order, he can do it. And you can't even do the alphabet in reverse.
There you go. Oh no, Nathan looked great in it. I thought it was awesome.
Well, that's all thanks to DJ.
Yeah, DJ was a big help in that case. I love the fact that DJ was right off camera the whole time.
That was thank God bless DJ. Thank God for DJ.
Yeah, DJ was apparently, you may or may not notice, he changed shirts at one point.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, DJ's like, oh honey, you're sweating. We need hair and makeup now. Okay. All right. Anyway, guys. Anything else? I'll let Dave go. Anybody has any comments they want to throw me in chat before I shut this thing down, because this is the best we're gonna get.
What do you? I'll end with a question. Do you know what they call an alligator that uses GPS? A navigator. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Dave Weiss, ladies and gentlemen. All right, get out of here. All right. Anything the chat wants to say before we close this down? Thank you, everyone. We're going in chat. You guys know who you are. You've been on screen. What do you want to be when you grow up, Mark? I want to be this. This is what I want to do. Dave scams. All caps. Did you have to say that in all caps? What was Nathan Thompson's video? Go to you know what? I'll put it in chat room for you. Hang on, really quick.
Making sure they hit the mark on that time of ignition.
Go to YouTube. I'll do it. I'll find
is
it.
the primary concern of
Commander
Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Lover.
Jack Gordon.
Jeremy Hansen inside activating those
environmental
control and life support systems.
Where is it? Here it is. Here is Nathan Thompson's video from the Jack Gordon channel right there. That's Nathan Thompson's video. I just put it in the chat. There's the link for you. and that's fun. What was the purpose of launching a rocket today? I don't know. Supposedly there's 4 people going to be slingshotting around the room, or around the room. You know what? That's pretty close to true. Going around the moon, and we've seen no evidence of that at all. This is a CGI, complete CGI animation. They're not even listing it on the screen. Notice if I hide chat, notice there's nothing on here indicating that this isn't a real image, which I love. Thank you, NASA. There's no interior shots of the crew. There was no shots of them going up with the G-forces in the rocket. That would have been your big hero moment. Nathan Thompson shows James, what are you doing, man? Why are you trolling? By the way, just so you know, and I don't mind trolls in chat every once in a while, because you just help our metrics. That's all you're doing. Every time you make a comment, you help metrics. You don't have to give a thumbs up. As long as you're in chat, wonderful. Is there anything else you want me to say? Yes, they did on April Fool's Day. Absolutely. Any final thoughts from chat? It's very possible, James. I'm not going to deny it. Nathan's a very extroverted person, says visualization. Where does it say? Did it say that? Hang on.
activated the O2 sensors.
Oh, visualization. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, at least for that. Nice way of saying it. Although they should have just said animation.
During all of the activations here on the ground in Mission Control.
Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? I want to say NASA sitting back for 9 days. Yep. Yeah, did they make it through the Van Allen radiation belts yet? No idea.
Once concluded,
no idea. So we're gonna call this one good, and we'll keep you updated if I see anything really interesting. We'll break down the initial launch footage, but there really wasn't much to break down at all. We're really more curious about the interior footage with the astronauts, and when they get closer to the moon footage is going to be better than Artemis 1. If any trolls want to have some fun, look up the Artemis 1 footage and tell me why there's no stars in space. Tell me why the moon is completely low res. Tell me why the camera footage is just atrocious and stuff like that. So there you go. I don't know about Van Allen. April 1st. Yep. Happy April 1st, everybody. So we're gonna call this one good, and you guys can keep an eye on it. You can go to the NASA channel yourself and watch this thing be boring. Don't forget, by the way, that there's going to be a Trump speech, even though I've never voted. Trump's going to be talking to the nation. Who knows what that guy's going to bring up tonight? I think he's going to go off the freaking rails, and that's coming up in 2 hours. So it'll be on all networks. So there you go. Anyway, thank you, everybody, and have a good one. Odd sex.